Salt dough is something you can easily make in your home if you have enough flour, salt, and water. So, the cool thing about salt dough is that once you make it, you can make it into cool shapes and you can bake it with your grown-ups in the oven. And then it hardens and dries, and whatever you've created, you can paint, you can decorate it. So today we're going to make salt dough, and we're going to start by adding salt. We're going to do a half a cup of salt, so I'm going to pour it into my cup. A half a cup is also 125 milliliters. So, get more salt. Sometimes it gets stuck and you gotta help it a little bit as it comes out. There we go. And then I'm gonna pour it into my bowl. Now, I'm gonna need a whole cup of flour. You guys remember flour is very soft. Maybe you can touch the flour. You could even taste the flour and see if you like it. You can do that with salt too. You might find that it is salty. So I'm going to pour all of this flour into my cup. Okay. And then I'm going to dump it in. And the last thing I need is half a cup of water. I have a whole cup here. So I'm gonna come over and I'm gonna pour out a little bit so that I have only a half a cup. There. And I'm going to grab a spoon so that I can mix. So now I'm gonna pour my water, but I'm not gonna pour it all at once. I'm gonna pour it slowly. So I'm gonna slowly pour some water, and then I'm gonna start mixing. Let me show you how I'm mixing here. And then I'm gonna continue to pour more water. And I'm gonna mix some more. Mix it, mix it, mix it. Remember 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then I'm gonna add some more water, and I'm gonna mix it in even more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then I'm gonna add even more water, and I'm gonna mix it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I might need a little bit more. I don't know that it needs more water, but it needs to be mixed. So now we mix it really hard. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you might find that you have a very goopy looking dough. And what you'll want to do is add a little more flour so that it can get a little less sticky as you add the flour to it. And I'm also going to put a recipe in the bottom of this message so that you and your parents can look at the recipe and make sure that you're doing it right. Because I am not using the recipe right now since I'm talking to you. So, still a little goopy, huh? But we can touch it and we can see how it feels. Kind of sticky. Some of you might like it, some of you might not. And then we add more flour. Maybe this time I'm just gonna use my hands. Now it's getting really goopy, so you may choose to use a spoon instead. And you just mix it, mix it, mix it until it becomes just like the Play-Doh that we know. And once it feels like the Play-Doh that we know, you can play with it. You can make it into cool shapes. You can cut it with cookie cutters. And then you could put it in the oven and bake it. So, I'm gonna let you guys go so that you can make your own salt dough today, and I'm gonna wash my hands.